General's back in the building. Trust. Tell her man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all. Let's go.
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything.
Let's do it.
Focus, focus. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Calm yourself down.
And box.
Come back with the left hook. Look at his hand positioning. That's it. Set it up with a jab, though. Set it up with a jab, and then look for your power shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
And we are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way.
First, we have Supersonic. From Amir Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the... All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice job getting that punch through. That jab doesn't score. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
They exchange punches. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. Another scoring shot there. He misses with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That one will count. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this.
The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time He throws a punch. A receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? Nice defense with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut doesn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Just missed with that jab. That counter punch caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Catch and shoot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you. Time for the 5th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. thankful for that receipt. It's always coming. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about it. This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Jab does not score. How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Jab slightly off target. Straight left lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know what? I've been in...
Here we go, it's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smart with him. You've got to be like a little fade with him, pickpocket him.
These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Swing and a miss with the jab. Which fighter will say no mas? Beautiful. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to... And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's no surrender. You did